Hello everybody and welcome back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Kenny and I am soap maker 2 out of 2 on this channel. The other soap maker is of course Katie, who makes most of the soap here, but I'm her brother, I'm Kenny, and today we are making another soap that is for Katie's birthday. So as you know, this whole month is going to be soaps that are based on Katie's past life and likes and just the birthday theme in general a little bit, but it's mostly things that Katie loves. As you can see, it is an Egypt-themed soap, but I'll tell you a little bit about why that has to do with Katie's birthday later on. I based the soap kind of off of this color palette that I found online. I just thought that it looked like an Egyptian night and I had to try it out. So let's quit all that yapping. Let's get soaping. Alrighty, so we have our oils right here, and now we're going to pour our lye water solution down the neck of the stick blender so that we can keep from splashing everywhere. Now I'm going to blend this together and start the saponification process. Alright, we have reached a light trace, and you can see that the lye is mixed in good with the oil. So now I'm going to grab some containers and we will split it off into the 3 different colors. Alright, we have our 3 containers here, and we're just going to split it off into 3 equal portions. I do love layered soaps myself. I love the distinct lines. It really lets each color shine, and there's no chance for them to muddle together. That's a very sharp look, and it really sets a soap apart from normal manufactured counterparts. As always, we must scrapey our containee. No soap wasted, that's what I say. Shouts out to the soap that's always at the bottom of the container. We love you here at Royalty Soaps. So let's take a look at the colors. First goes in True Yellow. Now I don't have one of those handy little finger scrapers with me, so I'm just going to use a popsicle stick, which is an easy at-home remedy to the problem. Now I'm going to put in Matte Orange and Orange Vibrance Mica. This is a 50-50 split. We're going to see how this color is. I've definitely never used this combination, so I'm interested to see what it looks like. And lastly, we have Midnight Blue and Blue Ultramarine. All right, let's mix these in. Oh, these colors look perfect. This is exactly what I wanted with the palette. I'm so pleased. Katie helped me pick out these colors, of course, because I'll tell you what, there are so many micas and so many colors, I did not even know where to start. But this looks just like a sunset, would you not say? Now it is time to mix in our fragrance oil, and our fragrance oil is Egyptian Dragon by Nature's Garden. I have to go quick so that this doesn't accelerate and beat me. Okay, so I have mixed in the fragrance oil with our blender here. So we will pour our first layer into our big slab mold. Scrapey out the containee. Get all of that beautiful midnight blue. Ooh, that smells so good. I can smell it from here. Now that our container is done, I'm going to give this a little bit of a jiggle just to make sure that it's nice and flat. Satisfying soap jiggling, eh? And I'm going to beat it on the ground to make sure that we get all of the air bubbles out. Alright, so I have just mixed in the fragrance oil to our orange layer, so now we're going to pour it on top very carefully. Alright, so we're going to pour this onto the layer using our spatula to break the fall. Alright, looks like it did not break the bottom layer, which is very good. Now we can scrapey out all of this orange. I know I already mentioned it, but man, that smells good. I love my shadow looming over it.
See, is that because there's only light up at the top? And
Ooh, that looks creepy. Oh, bad lighting. Ooh. No worries, this is our first go round with the lighting. We promise to improve. We're in a new space. Please give us time. Also the echoes. Oh, all right, now we have our fragrance mixed into our top layer, so now we can pour it straight on to our Cheez-It flavored friend here. All right, we have our yellow here, and I'm just going to break the fall just like the first layer, or the second layer. Ah, spray cheese.
I was trying not to laugh. I thought it was funny. Cheese whiz.
All right, now we're gonna scrapey our container for the fourth time. So much scrapey in one video. I'm trying to channel the Katie. This is her birthday month after all. Ooh, my back, my arm, my leg. All right, now shake it. And bang it on the ground. Now we're up close and personal to texture, just waving back and forth to make a kind of dune pattern. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of gold on top to really make it look like the golden shiny desert. Just like a real desert, covered in gold. Where do you think Alibaba got all that treasure from,
Just a little gold gilds the whole top.
Katie's making fun of, she's watching on the side, and she's making fun of how much gold I'm putting on it, but it just looks too fabulous. I'm also putting, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm putting a little bit of apricot seed on top, just to give it a little more definition and a little bit more texture to make it look like little grains of sand. Shiny almond seed sand. Alright. I have in my ugly gloved hand the embeds that my sister Shelley made, and as you can see here, I am spritzing the top with just a little bit of copper mica to give them a real shine and a shimmer, and to make them stand out against the very bold colors that are beneath. So to make sure that I put them on in the correct spots, I have this very DIY grid that I made that I thought was going to be used once, but now it's become a staple and I need to make a better one. So I'm just going to start placing these in, and I want them to be turned so that you can really see the corner on every single soap. Alternating here. Each bar will have it on a different side. So I know that I have not mentioned and I have not explained what on earth Egypt or the pyramids have anything to do with Katie's birthday. Of course, this being Katie's birthday month, every soap must have something to do with Katie. Little known fact, Katie had an obsession with all things Egyptian from age 7 to 9. Everything was about Egypt. She looked at all of the symbols. She had a big stack of Egyptian books. And you know exactly what she was hunting for in the public library. Mummies. That's what she was hunting for, mummies. I distinctly remember being very, very confused because Katie was always talking about pyramids, and at about the same time she was learning about the English language, which has periods. And my little boy brain was substantially fried on the subject. But yes, Egypt was just one of Katie's many, many phases. One of Katie's many, many phases. I guess it's like every child to have obsessions, but Katie had very strange obsessions early in her life. I mean, Egypt? Little known fact about the pyramids is that the pyramids were actually constructed by aliens the opposite direction. So the cone was faced towards the ground, and whenever humans looked through telescopes early in humanity, they actually got it mixed up because the lens actually flipped the image 180 degrees, and so the silly humans built the darn pyramids wrong.
By the way, those little Egyptian markings are called hieroglyphs. I studied all their and I quote little markings.
Hieroglyphs were just the ancient days emojis, okay? Ta-da! Now you can see featured 2019 colorized Kenny spritzing the top, which I do every single time, so y'all can stop telling me. I always read comments that are like, he didn't mix the oils together. Oh, he didn't spritz the top. Yes, I did. I did not include everything in the filming. We may have made a big mess, but this Egyptian soap is complete.
Rad.
That ought to work. Oh ho ho, look at those tops. It looks like a diorama of little pyramids. I really love how the glitter and the seeds kind of break up the surface and make it just look a little bit more organic. So now we're going to wait 18 to 24 hours and cut up these bars and take a look at that inside. I can't wait. Over the sands of time to the pyramid. Ooh. So we're back here after 18 to 24 hours and we're ready to slice into the beautiful pyramid soap. No peeking on the side, close your eyes. I'm going to line up Evangeline so that we don't slice our precious pyramids. This is actually kind of tricky. Some of these are a little bit bigger than others. Let's see, left, right, backwards, forwards, sideways, and that ought to do, I think. Sure, that's good enough. Now we push down firmly. It's such a scary noise. I do not like that noise at all.
They love it.
They do?
They love that noise. Whenever Katie started cropping that noise out or cutting it out, people complained. So weigh in in the comments.
Yeah, this is
how much.
This is Caleb, by the way.
Yeah.
Unannounced,
Unwanted.
uninvited. You can see I'm holding this soap halfway up because he's in the room talking to me. Okay, let's take a look at this center. Oh, that looks really cool with that cutaway. Oh, I'm really pleased about that. Look at that. That is really cool. It really does look like a cutaway of the desert. I know that the palette is a little less realistic than a real sand, of course. This is a little bit more yellow, but I don't know. I just think it works. This palette is poppin'. And then this little realistic pyramid. Ooh, I like that. Let's take a look at another one. Yes, more of the same, but if it'll zoom and focus, you can see just a different pyramid. A different sandscape. This one has a cool little ridge up here. You could just imagine a camel walking along this little ridge with his little rider. This is under some serious sand. There's a serious storm earlier that does not exist in real life. However, it is quite a sight to see from this ridge line. Also, need I point out, these are looking very straight, which I am so happy about. So, as you know, Caleb is here since he so rudely interrupted my video, and he has the question of the day for me.
Would you rather be a current day average Joe, or would you rather be a pharaoh way back when?
A pharaoh?
Yeah.
My, what, did you make up this question just for this soap?
Oh, so original, so topical.
Oh my, well, I don't think that's too hard of a question because, you know, I'm real happy with my life, but I'd be happy to flesh out the idea of being a pharaoh. So, being a pharaoh means, I guess, that you get to sit out of the hot sun all day and you get to get fanned by a palm leaf.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, but we just have AC here. What a bunch of baloney.
They'll make statues that look like you. You can wear a really weird chin cone thing. I mean, you'll get those little hook scepter things. I mean, there's a lot of wild and wonderful benefits of being a pharaoh.
I mean, and look at the tombs. A hashtag iconic tomb.
Who wouldn't want to be buried in an upside down alien temple? Or made upside down. So, what's it gonna be? Pharaoh way back when, who gets to live 100 years? Or would you rather just be an average Joe living your happy little life?
I think the internet's overrated. I'm gonna go with Pharaoh.
Right here is Caleb's new house, now that he's the Pharaoh.
Now that I'm dead.
So if you want to vote on this question of the day,
you didn't freaking answer it.
Freaking bullcrap. I said I want to be modern day. I love my life. I love what I get to do. I love what I do. I love living here. I don't want to go anywhere. But you know, maybe you want to go somewhere. So you can vote in the... You can, I have to redo it. So if you want to vote on this very important question, you can click the I in the upper right-hand corner. You'll better be happy with where you are. You'll never get to see another video. Come on. Now we can go and we can put our beautiful stamp on these bars. So what do you think of the soap? Oh my goodness, I love that stamp. That was actually something that we thought about a little bit later, and I'd already made the soap, and Katie was like, what if we put a stamp on it? So we went and we searched around and we found the coolest picture, and we were just like, this would be perfect. So I'm so glad that we did, because it looks so cool. If you would love to buy this soap, it will be available on July 1st at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on royaltysoaps.com. And if you would like to keep abreast of all of the other soaps that will be available this month, you can head on over to Instagram. We have @RoyaltySoaps, which will keep you updated. We have @KDW Carson, which will keep you updated on Katie's life and show you pretty pictures of her house. And we have @the Earl of Suds, which is me, which is just a bunch of junk. Come enjoy my junk with me. I gotta say, this month has been so much fun trying to pick apart Katie's life and think about all the fun things that she has loved or she has done. And I'm so glad that I could kind of add this little bit of lore into Katie's life, which is that she used to love Egypt, of all things. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really liked it, you could leave a like or a comment or a thumbs up. But honestly, just you spending time with me making fancy soap is awesome. And I love being able to just spend time with y'all and have some fun and be creative. Speaking of fun things, why don't you do something fun for yourself today? Whether that is getting yourself a smoothie or making yourself a smoothie, just having the ice and the fruit together makes the perfect refreshing drink for the summertime. Or you could just sit in front of the air conditioner. Now, not everybody's gonna understand this, but trust me, in Texas, sitting in front of an air conditioner during the summer is a must for a lovely afternoon relaxation. But whatever you decide to do, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you on my next soaping video. Meow!